this Tuesday, this May 26th, 2015. This is already 10:10. I'm sorry, 7:10 Buenos Aires. Forgive me. Just rest from my sleeping. I am still in some knitting forward position. I am so exhausted lately. Feeling I'm coming through. You know, there is a clear fact and a reality about these problems in this soul. As we just came through and came around, ain't no possible a saint to become in devil. And understand what I say, not English, devil, which is the Austriac means man. And it's really impossible a nimio to become God. The reality for the soul is the only one that determines those things to happen is Chai. And whenever I say Chai, I speak Hebrew. El Chai. Then, the reality for this, and to keep the same struggled, afforded walk through the survivals every day, which has found its day with a lot of weird ways. You know, I have been through this whole and I have a sense of pains, which I never imagined I will carry it. And I will ever carry still. I mean, my immediate human conscience to deliver me into. Suddenly for this whole, and in fact about this whole, I just done what I had to do and dealing with what I can to deal. Not for have to be, but because of there is responsibility and reality. Yesterday I've been through problems and serious ones like every day at the lastest, while this same already done to it. And the night before that last night, I went through the same place I were last night for the reason of some requestments and needs about this making to us as damages and destructions every day. The basura enferma oficialismo argentino, Kirchner's Argentina, perros degenerados en its Sodom and Gomorrah. So in the reality of the soul, I just crossed by one of the Inrevesechishvachlekimerini that were too like a very doggy for the skirting the need for the saying that why not, while Taylor starts to say that they makes me speak, guessing, after a whole complete night of profaning, saying that that becomes them in expertises for the Argentina. Licensed for the being Sodom and Gomorrah, abominable mierdas. So in the reality of this supposed expertise in vagina, PFA, were right beside one another like the, I don't know if you remember the let's not naming the kids things, because of that is really implies in more harms and more damages which I don't need, and neither has. But there were the in a very weird story that used to be in this person, which used to be in the which were not exactly that, but keep the picture like the I know it all mature, I just have the and everybody dies for me and right beside a smaller one, which were like in my idol item. So suddenly it were the picture. A degenerate with a very corporal mass, distinctive, and the vagina, the generalito, with a very tinier body, and like, and watching me at one thing to the other. Oh, and he's gonna be around this and struggle dan well, do not ask us. The bees. Sorry. He's gonna be right dead. Until to be detained, for he doesn't. So in the middle of this, people were kidnapped, people were basically raped, people were under murder, robbery, forgery. Still, Cristina Fernández de Kirchner and Eva Fernández, oficialismo Argentina, and its considered of judges, and all in base of sustaining the same 88 civil invention of the reventada, sorry, should I say that? I don't like it, but they are. And the whole that they says, I need medication because of I don't attach it to cops, and I don't do what they commence and they said to me. And gives them forging my signature and saying, see, with the paper. Should I make it more clear? Supposed. This is what they says designated and comes with the paper and shows with the signature there as if I would. And also my mother's and my sister's and Amia's and everyone that never received the thing and never signed it, not a thing. Even the government of Israel, US, Europe, Union States, and the rest of Europe. Russia, Japan, Malaysia, South Africa, India, Israel, not only government, companies, saying that they caved in and recognized and confessed. And through this, my people, our people, Mishpach, Zion, and Jewish communities, for whoever they say Katsu, Sodom and Gomorrah, placement over them trousers. You know, Gergelech Potach Maplechiviat, Masada Shorblebech, Inkatseleshlecha. There were 7 cargoes filled of victims that were delivered to the States, saying the bodies of these were expecting 2 F-word and killed. And each had 7 nuclear heads. The 7 nuclear heads of each I could. I think I do what military's trousers Argentina does. It's impossible to do like your trouser maricon pharma is doing permanently, and it's impossible here to do what I do. And that will remain that way forever, inshallah, thank God. Sorry. Then certainly clearly. You understand? Oh my God. You got it. Then those people thanks Adonai and Adon are rescued and the camouflage inside are dead. Contra-intelligence strategy for the making the natural services of Argentina so classic B-word, perro degenerado Sodoma, trying to being in the middle of the people and starts to make a disaster and that one because of they are the heads that the possible harms in the future which they only were humans around with not knowing nothing at all. Right de la Rua. And you have been killed for Sodoma. And you have been, also because of you didn't accept what Sefin were telling you for Parras Evangelistas wanted you from, which you don't have it, but understood referring. Alright. Gablevech alachi vishkoblevech machalak, batradish vachli in kradi machnemava. Ancestral blevechach hadigi revesvoch machal hanigimivan. Shkatlet tziri chabak blechi vichoat bablevas motvav lemasechti sosalani. I were struggled about this, and I am not gonna say for this day no more. But supposedly yesterday morning, I will be so intempestively desperated, shall I say the word, and I am not and never were, neither are people, fag, which they are. And just going under on Speedway Bridge, in a hurry, desperated, and right in the noon's daylight, under the noon's daylight, at the right gates of a winter caravan, right near here, there were 4 trousers, because of her not any other, of Montada, Policía Federal Argentina, and I just jumped upon, and they saw me. And they said with a boner, oh my god, yes I want, but not here. And I desperately will ever open them trousers up and making the jumping speed trouser up. And they couldn't resist it in the middle of the street at the view of everybody. And I suppose delivering because of this would be my repressive religious fetish, psychopath, psycho depraved, degenerate fantasy that this will ever be, and they, oh, we don't do that, sir. That's the reason why we train for the showing that we are good and human right after the whole of the destruction, and the damages I got them that they cut to making payment to my people and to me for they were damaged with Barra Sociedad Cristiana and Gibson kidnapping my friends and stripping them of them properties, belongings and wellness for rape and murder. Got to pay. And you go around Policía Federal Argentina with a pardon of few victims, training like Barra Maricas de Sodoma y Gomorra. Perras degeneradas, sorry. Forgive me, please. At the reality of, oh, well, the doctor sees them and sees him and happens the whole of the destruction. But and suddenly, well, they say so. Keep the letter to keep on delivering. Anytime we are going to attend the situations, but suddenly the reality is we can understand that everybody can commit a mistake and everybody can make some damages sometimes whenever it is permanently destroyed, and we are in the middle without not knowing what to do, and suddenly I just have a boner whenever I see it and I cannot touch it, and I will wish that much he to come and blowjob me and having a inside. So suddenly what am I gonna do? I just got to get, and anytime I'm gonna be happy with that, but does anyone doesn't likes to be blowjobbed? And also, I have rights too, and you understand, it's like you just say to a man that cannot have a phallus, so suddenly you understand, right? I like to, like anybody around, so why wouldn't I? And also I see it, and I like it. When will I can do that? It's just sex, it's only king around. To anyone that I never met, I never known, I never saw, like permanently were doing all around, especially when I went through. Like a very special teller's paragraph that turns to saying that they will say while I were discussing this and you were not wanting I did make the comment since last night and before. I just came walking through Oliver Avenue in a night, and I just passed by where there is this intersection, this cross by over this street, Baldomero Fernandez Moreno. Will that exist until this hate? Well, that's watching. Surely is for the other side, not right over there. But okay, through this I went all over, and suddenly I'm found in and that street is not right there. So suddenly I just went far and crossing by this street, I just found one person that I never met in my life, humanly, never knew about it, and with a car just there at the cross because of the traffic lights and traffic wet. So all through this all, there comes in a hurry the expert Sodoma Parra with its embezzlement and threat to the Ford Motors Argentina, Focus. And suddenly the reality just stood right there, and I came in a talk with your honors and other persons of justice bodies. And just for that, for nothing, like a toy thing, Marika says to the person and says, oh, spends all the day delivering, and a lot of day making that, and pretends we to be the Blevachalachinim. Can you see it? Oh my god! And suddenly I went other day into the UIPF gasoline station, Directory Avenue, and Oliveira Avenue, here intersection Buenos Aires. And I went because I needed credit. And I came inside, and that one that were making attention right for the people in the shop. Suddenly, I wondered to her if she will ever giving cards for mobile or any class of service to payment and credit charging. That is my prepaying service that I got. And suddenly says, no, I don't. And I have walked 1.5 meters, and the 10B word, Perra, of this soul and Christina Kirchner, started to tell it to nobody all around that I never met. Oh, spends all the day delivering and has a problem with the cops, I don't know what he wants of. And like this, the 76% of the whole maldita reventada ciudad de Buenos Aires are with them making the same. And not only with this, but about our people that were depopulating. Va Marica, Sodoma, Parra, Gomorra, y Parras, Kirchner, y Evangelistas Unidas. And sorry the victims again. Okay, you know what? Through this, I just kept my walk. And I just came to the cyber I were lately, and where this person, which is a very gentle person, with no problem, always respectful, and I just were there and started my work. And in my work, I just transferred from my microSD pen drive the whole data that I had, about 4 gigabytes. So suddenly I just put it in the terminal that I also write in something around in my account, and started to uploading my data, which is in Legal's Google, Legal's Samsung, and the Legal's DMTR companies with International Criminal Court, the pure data and the reality at just time, and the whole files. So in the middle of this all, with just these parties, everything were controlled and watching about. I have been working for extended hours right inside there, expecting to the whole of the data to upload in one of my accounts. And during that, everything were just okay. Whenever I just tried to making something, the body of Sodoma just shown up and started to operating. And whenever that happened, my browser started to blocking out because of needed to transfer the whole of data and what I had in my accounts to Maricas, Policía Federal Argentina, and making the generations normally that has this arrangement with body of Cristina Kirchner. I'm not sure that I'm gonna go back there anymore. And every time I found that the browsers get stuck and unresponsive, it's because of these perros degenerados, like doing with my laptop and to my laptop permanently, are permanently doing. And transferring data saying that they has rights for the national security, for the fitting trousers and the perros degenerados, Kirchners, United Evangelics, making the business of maricas de Sodom y Gomorrah, like permanently does have a means for the words. So suddenly, in the middle of this all, started to delivering maricas reventadas, Policía Federal Argentina, that they, with Ejército Argentino, and the whole of the CIDE, and the whole of the Gendarmeria, and every one of the expertises and presidents of Argentina, with Cristina Kirchner and Aníbal Fernández and the whole officialism, declared my accounts property of the state of Argentina, that they had to possess for the reason of everything that were there, were a robbery about me, and especially all that I were giving about the whole of the information, like hacking and making conspiracy and making espionage. And in the middle of this all, that is that I am officer of law, of International Criminal Court, liaison office, and this is not a joke, and also a member of the United Nations, cited, systemically kidnapped here, and prohibited to receiving any class of a contact, and every time I just try to move, forwarding someone or something, or diplomats, court, Buenos Aires, or the whatever nearing, starts to murdering and destroying people all around and making disasters for that not happen. Conscience, perra Cristina Kirchner, perro Aníbal Fernández, perros oficialistas, perros Kirchners y toda perra mierda, Sodoma y Gomorra, Fuerzas Armadas, Ejército Argentino, and United Evangelics. So in the middle of this all, started to delivering and started to making damages and instructions also to my account, saying that I make the blink revisteres completely of what they do, which is what they are doing and were doing permanently to me. And kept on saying that Elishel, Elieg, Blanco Redemi, Tlechibish, Vodlechi, Chachaida, and Matseshwa, Tlechi, Iskatles, Achtacha, Doniero, will be the identity of 9,204 chess, Fuerzas Armadas Argentinas, horse, degenerada mierda Gomorra, and eventually saying, of course, locate them. And not all, of course, understood the victims' thanks, murdered every day, for the reason of them business and them glories. El diablo del Pambarak, señor de Sulatu, inimica. So all through this all kept on making and delivering that, like they makes me speak and they says what I am and what I do and the market of, because of I'm gonna say to you what it's gonna say next and what it's moving next and what it's gonna do next and you're gonna see it. Everything like I say to you is exactly what I say because of I'm the expertise and whatever I say to you gonna be truth and gonna be understood that I'm telling you the truth, understand? So I will have a blowjob to 4 perras maricas montada, Policía Federal Argentina, at the noon lights in the middle of the street with the whole of the path of the people all around, and that will be all okay and nobody will say no and nobody will ever stop that, and even those perros degenerados will be pleased that happened. Well, the first time ever sees that I come around and saying, has a satellite above my head, what do you want? I get approaching to put my up and start to make it, come make it. They runs. Because of our bracing ship just to make this class of things even. And I know they do in their terrace. And suddenly Keblebechalachti Ashmoblebechalakiba, Geltlachamablachti Vishoablebeferet Kishkabechlekimirat, Foachma Lasmats, Vishoablebechlekimirat. So suddenly, I just made what I've done, and Barra Maricas started making for more. Needs mitigation because I've done this and have done that, and Stalin and pretends to blame and when since when this has this culture with such a word that he speaks, and you think he's gonna speak English or something like Hebrew? Oh my God, don't you dare! We are the royal of Elibron, and God came into us, and he was stripped of everything already by the evangelics, and we know he cannot be because of he to be a homosexual, and also gonna be the black of a city, the black of but Gomorrah's going to have its sorry, but China. Because of their commands. I slept here and supposedly I've been freaking sex out all the time, and seducing the men of the forces, and making the approaching for their boner me, and making the Blerre Vesilish Goblebechlachi is doing everything that we say, reason why you all helping him, we're damaging the government of the Argentinian asshole, and you get to pay, so you're stripped of your properties and putting Tarraventadas Kirchner's and every Tarraventada by the trouser of Sodom and Gomorrah. And suddenly at the reality of the soul, I went in a walk and where this Barrita Marica, like the picture before, in a very sinister way, and a boner with a Barra Marica, which in with the dance of the you understand? Just showing how penetration you effort every day for the patriot. Dealing with this class of shit so daily. So in the middle of this, they are waiting for me. And I shall asking and humiliating and submitting. And that is a powers fight by me. Trolazos. Atrofiada mierda. Gable Bechalachi before Lebechmachala, Kishbod Lachalachat, Amal Hidi, and Blabasevesko Blebefarahima. And kept on murdering people around and destroying people around. And kept on the sorry and the axie of the Bachinators of Christianity, never destroy my people, and I'm going to destroy them all forever. Gable Bechol Lachabasir, Bishkob Lebechmachala, Kibich, Lebaspat Lachinin. 20 bombs all over the world already disarmed and removed. To saying they commence and they gotta take the control. And the rest, 204, won't work. Gable Bechala Farachili, Bishwota Beblecha, Heligimi Blacha Heshwala Beblechachan, but Lebasacheti won't work. Shala. Gracias a Dios won't. Gable Reba Flache Visishwat Lagin Reba Halagimi Vochashwat Blavaski Visacheshama. Gabriel Reba Fachalachi Vishwat Lablachti Kamarach, et Eshkable Vacha, et Basel Shevel Shekamatech Liki Ri Isherashmo Amatkin. Gable Bagalache Vachlache Viseshkable Vacha, Halagimi Vachliki Shwat Mablachachal, and Re Havishmotva. Geshkalatech Likimi Vachiv Shawan. Suddenly then, Keble Vachal Chidi Chedesh Matlabachlaki Rechni Mishmo Vamatkin. Skiblet red Hvishmo Bat Kivitashlas, Bamatzekara Chateshlak. Get Garach Lekeshkatacha, Chetashlek Kamarach, Cheteshmi. And Revechlikishka Baracha, Chalekimiresh Kivatzecha, Achini Rekhlekeshev. So clearly, Reba Plechich Matash Mabata Kuwati Ati Kanachelish Mabatki Vesel Shmenekava. Nerama Plechvechelikish Mapachvumu al Anif. Geshbada Vachalagim Rachish Vama. and levetzechish v'tachlakin chachim. Shall I do anything else? Shall I come for, oh yes, I say nay to you to take my spirit and my life for your patriot, and I adore your trousers, and I'm going to make it boner, and I'm going to receive you all, and I'm going to be the sacrifice of your story, for you to become the blech of a sechishki and fight my God, for you to be in the heaven and genocide my people all. And I say nay to you because of him sowing here that I need your inside me. The fantasy of the atrophy of pesos reventados, every one of you are. With your evangelics and your kirchners. Got to be. I'm going to show you what got to be right in time. So in the middle of the soul started making more damages and destruction, saying that they had to be me and profaning me every day and making disasters for more and worse. And trading for anything I do say, anything I do, and trying to make them pass everything like delirious sickness. And nothing possibly true with forgeries and liars and organizing and training maricas y parras. And making them more plefechalefish with the parras and maricas of them, civil and all around. Servile shit. And while everybody gets destroyed and murdered, and oh, have you seen the power that we move? Oh, have you seen the glory that we have? Fantasía de qué vas a hacer con la fe del diablo y lo del 666 y tu maldita bragueta, Sodoma. Fantasía de que vas a mover al reino de los cielos y el Espíritu de Dios y que vas a ser Dios. Fantasía con tus evangelistas de Lucifer. Fantasía que ya los pongo en el infierno. Pronto. Geble bechalach fioplo fesfatzecha sheklechal gini revefoch elachish wal mebletechal gible bechmoble bechidi shabele gini antzabel klikish kebatachla karatis moble besmoble beseshkili ranim. So suddenly one of the taking of the state of Israel, one of the taking of the state of US, Europe states, and everything and everywhere, and sending cargoes, which the victims, we already have them all, for the main invasion. The tanks for spices in Blevachish Bachlachis, somebody said, in Blevestivish Koblebachmachlikimivan. Grand silos tanks. Silos a ship like this, but not the silos on the deck. You mean, what I mean is tanks in the cask for grain, and are used with an overclass of technici substances. Whenever there are silos up on the deck, most of all are fluids. Because of the special way for there to not come the water in and not getting wet and ruin it, is the Redemi for in general kain maski. And is safer for the reason of emplechlichliken. Gran up on the surface is and is related for the blechlichech machli is not that heavy and is better. But the reality of the crime is delivered inside the cask. And the fluids upon most of all is gas, not oil. So, I'm sorry. I'm going to make you pay for what you've done. Sodoma y Gomorra, kirchners, y toda mi ardon es oro. Trading Amia still and trading everybody, and saying that I never saying that data and this is too early here, I cannot do it now, but I promise you we're going to do something. I still keep with the limitation, I still keep with the problem, still robs me and still destroys me and still robs to my people, saying that the patriot got taken by the Argentinian law, the payment for the Jewish here and the Jewish there is gonna know what it's like dropping for your big pieces of Argentina, and also you're gonna show what is this supposed fact, big word, Cristina Kirchner, perra degenerada. And whenever telling what you are and what you do offenses you, perra de puerta, manacida mierda. I thought at first this is my video and he's stealing to me and stealing me the video. Oh really? Oh, everything as they denounced gotta be true, because if we know this one consciously submitting 19,204 million cases more in the whole Latin America and in the whole of US bodies of this and in the whole of the Europe bodies of this, especially Evangelica Diabla that pretends to invading still Israel and murdering states and murdering the whole of the population, which is exactly in rights for Israel, saying dismiss the whole of the rights of them away and dismiss the whole of what they has as existence and put every one of ours inside, making forgery of kind of documents and coming to diplomats threatening they to pay to these degenerados for intellectual property of what I've done, saying that I cyanided, damages and prejudice, reimbursement, and for the damages I will cause with the threat about to murdering diplomats of the states, especially Israel. And in the middle of this all, also destroying and kidnapping Radian families and saying that they will help and assist and shelter. And in the middle of this all also to take in positions with a forgery signature on documents, forged signatures about Israel and US and other countries around, to having the officialism and Kirchner's and UNASUR inside living trained for the language and the local accent and the way to communicating and everything, while kidnapping the people that they says got been killed to start to having positions. The strategy of Bahaska and also the Bendia and Nasu, which we're doing permanently here with my friends and my communities. Taking the houses, and we make a very the altar inside and the whole and we're going to know where you are and what you do, because if we have the power in I never seen God being a witch and a demon, and it not ever. And this ain't not gonna be ever, because of He knows He is God, and you, Diablo, you know you are Diablo, and it's not gonna be perras. Gabler hervoplech ebesivish koblevach macha kimeplech tives fortemaplech tachimi in shel shmota. So this video is going to be forged, and also speaking behind me what I'm saying, Parra de Cuarto, saying, he makes and I am the cup Christian, who are you going to believe to? Oh my God, don't you see that this is special information that only the government can give? Who is this one? A tell or run a fact that is all around blood chopping our bodies and blood and see that who is? Mismedicated and Mechlafechaliki stolen to evangelics and Mechlafechaliki delivering on the day. Of course, don't you see me? You like it? You are a demon, Parra. Bepleja machled is Saint Perro degenerado. You are a demon, not a Elia. Thank God, you are demons. And that's the way you die. Not thank God for what you do, Parras. Gablech modle, bessevish goblebachlach, kamachachel, belachni, blabasvasachel, Gabler Bichilikish Vodachliga, Machlaki Bofochalaki Shmotifina, Gibler Basivish Goblebachalaki, Rachalabach Macham, and the healing process about thousands, which I am not sure what am I going to do. And I need to rescue, and I need to do much more. Desperated for come to and kill whenever I read about the people. And a lot the infrastructure of the Barraka, Perras evangelistas y mierda heads. Still the two baldy maricas, pedophilos, all around expecting to be the first to my mother. and supposedly will be my nieces, and also Amia, and also Israel. And your techniques of marica reventada never stops until you get detained. Death, I mean, in the hell, forever. Where do you go? Gavle bechalach ibishvot lebecham belach ibikab lebesebesh kob lebchamak lech ibishvech lakimiram and lachim. And you, Barra, recuerda, I said first, and I am not him, and I already taken his mind and his being, and his spirit. You don't stop until I to put you dead. Each, as reality of my existence, an altar of manskabat narabotu. But every one of you, perros degenerados Gomorra, thinking you are going to be me, Elia. Y perros degenerados Sodoma, thinking you are going to be me, Elia. En especial las maricas milicas, los que todavía respiran por ahí, algunos. Perrazos degenerados. And you're going to let this that's talking about me this way, and of the government, of the patriot, come them and kill them all. I'm going to put you there, perra. Sorry the terms. And I'm going to be internated because of I think I do what you do. And I need medications with that. And I think I made in a video. And I think I sang. And I think I designed. And I think I write in poetry. And I think I am the one I am that you say take everything off and put it in me. And you keep on organizing whores and perras all over. And watching who adores your trouser like the alfa marica del infierno. To come like, oh really? Malnacida mierda degenerado Sodoma, vas a morir pronto. Gable bechalach ibishkob lebechmachal, gable bechid ibishbot bechlak imi refesebel wafot lebeski batzachli, en glechem oblech besebeshkob lechmi karach alabasfeshuava. Gelchalech bishachim. Y ustedes evangelistas, hijos del infierno, reventada mierda, con el perdón de algunos, Kadish matachlaji carnival. Fuiste una mierda, sos una mierda, morirás. No sos una víctima, no lo fuiste nunca, sos una perra infernal de Sodoma, y así te llega tu muerte, y a toda tu cría. Delira, necesita medicaciones esquizofrénicos, siempre lo vimos, ¿no ves que nada pasa de lo que habla, que no existe nada? No puede ser posible, inclusive con todas las cosas que estuvimos mostrando y diciendo con los muchachos de la Federal, no pueden venir a hablar una cosa así. Tenés muy adentro la bragueta, y la bragueta te consumió demasiado. Y sos una perra prostituta de cuarta arrastrada, Osvaldo Carníbal, de toda esta masa de maricas y reventada mierda de diablas, llamados expertos y Policía Federal Argentina con el perdón de algunos, que la sufren por causa de vos, perra de muerta. Y fuiste muy hijo de perra y fuiste muy mierda desde el 2003 y desde mucho antes conociendo de mi persona y haciendo arreglos porque ya te predecían que posiblemente pudiera caer y entendías que tenías que hacer tu labor de marica de Sodoma. Y manipular y manejar y proteger hijos de puta, con el perdón del término, sorry, para ser el hijo de puta primero de todos los hijos de puta que vivieran de la bragueta de las perras maricas estas y de todo degenerado hijo de perra acá. Entonces, Osvaldo Carníbal, hiciste daños, coimeaste jueces, coimeaste maricas creídos de jefes de la Federal y de Fuerzas Armadas, coimeaste Kirchners, coimeaste a la marica pedófila Aníbal Fernández e hiciste arreglos sobre mi vida y sobre mi gente como una perra genocida en celo por poder, prestigio y por dinero y por vida ajena y por lo que se le cantara tu maldita enferma reventada existencia que tenías que tener de mí. Con toda perrita de adentro, delirando como tu maldita enfermedad de fiebre sodomita que sos. Todavía haciéndome daños y perjuicios acá en todo el mundo y delirando de que tenés la razón y de que fuera de vos no puede haber conciencia de Dios ni verdad del reino de los cielos, cuando la oportunidad se te dio y fuiste una maldita descarada mierda por toda la eternidad y de ahí no salís. Al igual que tus amiguitos y un Evangelics con el perdón de víctimas, y te voy a hacer comer mierda de muerte por todos los siglos, y la maldita mierda de Sodoma por la eternidad en tu maldito infierno los vas a tener adentro para que te despedacen y te arranquen la existencia por la que a mi gente y a mí me estuviste haciendo con toda otra perra con quien te asociaste para hacer la mierda que hiciste, ladrón, genocida, reventado, hijo de perra, siervo de Sodoma. Y de ahí no salís. Shalá. No fuiste ni sos ni serás ungido de Dios, y lo que inventaste como visión de toda víbora degenerada con vos es una profanación al desmatar. Y Adonai te dijo, no vas a tener ni las tribus de Judá ni las tribus de Israel, y vas a morir como perra malnacida por toda la eternidad. Shalá. Sorry for this. En bleche bevlogen we sebes koble bechlaki, rechalkine shechalchiniban. Anna sevesef. https www.ormc ddxtmtdf middle idm idx idr idb idc xdodrmc 1319 28 files 6008 middle oxt ond 20 zeros 24's fourth word and 8 PDRMC DMC 8489 middle sys middle IDM 11 point INT systems recall F7 the last tool solved and you taught by Yeshua, and Yeshua speaks about you, and through you, Sodom and Gomorrah, you are the Aliyah, the Aliyah, and Yeshua that you say you will and kill, the Lord, El Ardon, speaks through you and uses you to speak and say the terms that he says, enough, hijos del infierno. Muerte por todos los siglos tenés y muerte tendrás, perrada degenerada, viciada enfermedad de Lucifer. Expertos de Sodoma y Gomorra, creídos de Seguridad Nacional Argentina, creídos de Gobierno del Mundo, tus Kirchners, United Evangelics y toda mierda asociada, Shalá, muertos. Betchem aplecha batlechi disko atlepechalaki nirarsiva, geblecha chelikishpotach machi, inilimaveka. Geskal chabatlechi visechishka, blebech machalki nivim, Spobelbechlaki dachlikishpona toskuma nachtava. Gedchalachim bednamasecha. The prime lines of your grand whore, United Evangelics, for business. And the people that are made once under the destruction of you. You are the Blechavichniim, they are the Betlemasab. Very can the Blechavisechachi offering me $8 million and some Blechaviskachari for the price of my Israel and my Sion and my Mishpach to be destroyed and raped and murdered and genocided for the power of them. And Blechavisitishkoblechmachli, and I will be the Blechavisechishkoblechmachli. Oh, not in front of the people, but back doors, like you all attempt to, and United Evangelics, and the perra degeneradas ka, and perrada sucia sabasi, una sur. And I say, dead you all, and dead Vatican, and hell for everyone forever, and no one will rise from the ashes and the death after, ever after Shalom. Alejandro María Blanco, Redemi, Buenos Aires. These were directly with a beeping that I allow for the terms that shouldn't be at my mouth. Sorry, Israel, denigration, you have too much. Forgive me, please. Perdóname. I'm sorry, my friends. And already published with these last lines. Elishel, Elieg, Blanco Redemi, Athlecte Chelchidishkatecha Chaides Matlevesta Chishkati Hadoniero. Institution of El Chai, forever after. Shalom, Kadosh Kadosh. Because of him, and because of I am, forever after he is. With Doniero, and with whole Israel, Sion, and Mishpach. And any other is going to happen but this. And only El Chai, Yahweh, Yeshua HaSaret, Mashiach El Chai, Ruach Elohim, Ruach HaKodesh. Only these names can be El Chai, El Adon Melech Elohim. and Sion Israel's Sion, Mishbach, his nation, forever. Shalom.